Okay, I'm Sridhar. I'm going to explain about the water technology and its relevant topics. First one is, what is the importance of water? Looking at water, you might think that it's the most simple thing around it, around us. Pure water is a colorless, odorless, and tasteless. But it is not at all simple and plain, and it is vital for all life on earth. Where there is a water, there is a life. And where water is scarce, life has to struggle or just throw in the towel. Simply we can say it as, where there is a water, there is a life. And where water is scarce, life has to struggle for just throw in the towel. Then water is a life. So what is it about water that makes it so important to us? Yeah, water is of major importance of all living things or organisms. Up to 60% of the human body is water. Therefore, the quality of water we drink is very important. The drinking water should be totally clean, pure, and free of any disease causing microbes. And that's why it should be properly treated and disinfected before using it for drinking purpose. Okay, then next topic is the water cycle. When we observe, generally this water is storage in the form of ice and snow, and precipitation, it's snow melt, runoff to streams, and it be surface, it moves to surface of earth. On the earth it will be combined with the water storage of ocean, river, lake, etc. With the sunlight and evaporation of water, it will be forms the clouds, and again it will be falls the rain, and some kind of water is converted as ice or snow. Okay, this is the water cycle. This is the total water cycle. And next one is, then this water is available in the form of two sources, that is surface water and groundwater. Surface water and groundwater. We observe in this diagram. The surface waters are in the form of lakes, rivers, and reservoirs. The groundwaters are available in the form of wells, springs. Yeah, the source of water are two. Just now we discussed about the source of water. Two types, that is surface water and underground water. The surface waters are so many types in that: rain, river, and lake, and seawater. Rainwater is a pure, but it is contaminated with gases. The river water is highly dissolved salts, moderate organics. The lake water is a constant composition but high organics. The seawater is high salinity, pathogens, and organics. It is not suitable for drinking. The underground water, the spring or well water, that is crystal clear but highly dissolved salts. and high purity from organics. Next one is the purity of water. We can discuss in that the natural water is never pure. It is such good solvent that it contains dissolved substances, whatever its origin. Just now we discussed about the rainwater, river water, sea water, etc. That rainwater is not a pure water because of it is dissolving gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide. When it is falling into the earth, it will be combined from air and it will get impure. Rivers, the river water containing dissolved salts from rocks and soils and oxygen. The seawater is having dissolved sodium and magnesium salts, that is sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, and carbon dioxide. And also, next one is water also contains man-made chemicals such as detergents, acids, fertilizers, and other pollutants. Okay, these are the purity of various kinds of natural water. And next one is water can be classified into two types based on the action with soap, that is soft water and hard water. In examinations they may ask us question, define soft water and hard water. Simply we can write it as the water which produce lather easily with soap is called as soft water. The water which does not produce the lather easily with soap is called as hard water. Lather means foam. Okay, we observe in this bucket it containing the, it is a foam. When water is reacts with soap, when we'll give it as foam, then it is soft water. Which does not forms the foam, then it is a hard water. It is a soft water. It gives the foam. And next one is hard water. Okay, the hard water which does not produce the lather easily with soap because of the dissolved minerals like calcium and magnesium. Okay, that is one class of impurity that is of special interest is called hardness. The water moves through the soil and rock. It dissolves very small amount of the minerals and holds them in solution. The calcium and magnesium dissolved in water are the two most common minerals that make water hard. The degree of hardness becomes greater as the calcium and magnesium content increases. Okay, the mineral water are easily gives the lather with soap, the hard water which it is not. In this conical flask we observe hard water and soft water. The hard water which does not form the foam, then it is containing the dissolved calcium and magnesium salts. Okay, it is a salt water, it does not having any calcium and magnesium salts, then it will produce the lather. Okay, the hard water. Okay, before going to discuss the permanent hardness, semi hardness, first of all you have to know about the hardness. The lather preventing property of the soap with water is called as the lather other preventing property of the soap with water is called as hardness. Okay, this can be classified into two types based on the soluble calcium and magnesium salts, that is temporary hardness and permanent hardness. Okay, this hardness arises from the solvation of compounds out of the rocks and soils. The compounds are soluble in magnesium and are calcium salts. Okay, these are the two types. There is a temporary hard water and a permanent hard water. The temporary hard water contains calcium bicarbonate and magnesium bicarbonate chemicals. Okay, next one is definition of the temporary hardness. In examinations, they may ask as question, define the temporary hardness. The temporary hardness is due to the presence of bicarbonates of calcium and magnesium. This type of hardness is called as temporary hardness, or are also called as carbonate hardness, because it can be removed by easy means like boiling. When temporary hard water is boiled, the carbonates becomes sorry the carbonate decompose with the liberation of carbon dioxide and precipitation of insoluble carbonates which are reformed. That is, that we can observe in this equation, calcium bicarbonate reacts with, on heating it forms calcium carbonate precipitate and carbon dioxide and water. Magnesium bicarbonate also gives the magnesium carbonate and carbon dioxide and water. Magnesium carbonate is slightly soluble in water, but heating will cause it hydrolysis into the much less soluble magnesium hydroxide. Though so simple, the boiling and filtering of the water remove the temporary hardness. The source of the temporary hardness is the atmospheric carbon dioxide dissolves in the rainwater, making an acidic solution which reacts with the limestone soluble form of the calcium bicarbonate. When it is combined with the water, then water gets the temporary hardness. And permanent hardness. The hardness causes due to the dissolved magnesium chloride, calcium chloride, and magnesium sulfate and calcium sulfate is called as permanent hardness. Simply we can say it as the presence of chlorides and sulfates of calcium and magnesium to the water, then water gets permanent hardness. This type of hardness is called are also called as non-carbonate hardness. These salts do not decompose on boiling, so permanent hardness cannot be removed by the easily with boiling. It can be removed by lime with when magnesium sulfate is responsible for the hardness. We observe in this equation calcium sulfate when reacts with the sodium carbonate forms the sodium sulfate and calcium carbonate. Magnesium sulfate when reacts with the sodium carbonate forms the sodium sulfate and magnesium carbonate. When magnesium sulfate is reacts with the lime, it forms the magnesium hydroxide. Next one. The permanent hardness caused salts are magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, and magnesium chloride. The source of the permanent hardness is the soluble calcium and magnesium compounds which dissolve in water streams, rivers, As they pass over through the rocks and soils, this permanent hardness gets water. Okay, the permanent hardness in this soluble salts are calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, magnesium sulfate. Insoluble forms of salts in permanent hardness is calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate. Okay, there are the differences between the temporary hardness and permanent hardness. Temporary hardness can be removed from the water by easily by the boiling. Permanent hardness cannot be removed from water by boiling. The temporary hardness salts are calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate. Its formulas are CaHCO3 taken twice, MgHCO3 taken twice. The permanent hardness caused salts are calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, CaSO4, MgSO4, CaCl2, MgCl2. In examination point of view, they may ask as a question the formulas of hardness caused salts in permanent and temporary hardness. Okay, different classification classification of water according to the hardness. The very soft water is having 0 to 4 ppm, that is soft water is having 5 to 8 ppm, the mild having that is of 9 to 14, and so on. Thank you.